Hello, my gorgeous girlies. It is your head girlie in charge, Madeleine Asheleigh, editor-in-chief of The Divine. I just wanted to come in and drop a quick little something for your message today. Don't beat yourself up if you crash out. Like, genuinely, if you have one of those moments where you kind of fall prey to legit falling out, it's okay, because it's not always the crash out that's important. It's how you handle it. What do you do after you're done crying, screaming, throwing up, if at all necessary? What do you do when it's all said and done? How do you talk to yourself afterwards? How do you talk to yourself during? How do you go about analyzing what just happened? Be gentle with yourself. I like to say you're allowed at least one major crash out per month. 2 during the winter, high key, because that seasonal depression be something serious. And I need us to allow ourselves to feel our feelings. It's okay. It's okay to be frustrated with your circumstances. It's okay if it's hard to see just how everything is going to play out, because you're probably not even supposed to know how it's all going to play out. Give yourself that space and grace to heal from those things. It's okay. I promise you it is. I genuinely do. What isn't okay is if you go beating yourself up about it as if you're supposed to be perfect all the time. That is something I'm not okay with. I'm not okay with you getting upset with yourself because you felt feelings. They're feelings, honey bun. You're supposed to feel them. If you don't feel them, you don't heal them. And if you don't heal them, you hold on to them. And if you hold on to them, they will choke you from the inside out. And that's the last thing I want. That's the last thing I want. I want you to know that it's okay. It's okay. Sometimes we do crash out about the same thing over and over and over again at times, because we really need to get whatever this big thing is out of our system. For me, it was being in my now mid coming on to my late 20s, not being in my own place like I'm used to, and having to be financially dependent on people who would much rather me not be financially dependent on them. And I wouldn't want to be financially dependent on them either. I promise you, I wouldn't. But sometimes that really just is what it is. That's all that can be said. However, I will say this. If you find yourself crashing out about the same thing over and over and over again, chances are you didn't deal with it properly any of the other times, which is where I say check in with yourself. How are you talking to yourself? How are you handling yourself during and after the circumstance? Yeah? Because you deserve to be talked to with compassion. You deserve to be loved even in your lowest. You deserve to be cared for even amidst the complaining. Sometimes that's just what it is. And if I'm being honest, which we all know I am, that's when you need it the most. Your crash out is not your opportunity to rag on yourself. That's not at all what it should be. What it should be is a time for you to take inventory and say, wow, this circumstance really hurts me. What can I do? What is in my control to handle this? And hell, if that's just letting yourself cry your eyes out, let the snot drip down your nose to the floor while the salt of your tears dries your cheeks out, so be it. But you're not going to call yourself stupid. You're not going to call yourself pathetic for crying over it. Life is hard sometimes, and sometimes the best thing to do is cry about it. Because, hell, it's on the 11th. If there's a word cut, I ran out of storage. But truly, care for yourself. Not because you're fragile, but because you deserve to be cared for. I love you, I believe in you, and I know you can do it. If it takes just one of us, at least you know it's going to be me. Head girly, out.